Hello, this is Dan Lefevre, and I'm making a supplemental video about 5S in an IT context. And this video is to supplement my content in session 406, If William Deming Ran Your Support Center, for the 2013 HDI Annual Conference. So 5S is a visual management tool from Lean, or the Toyota Production System, on how to visually manage a workspace, reduce waste, and improve worker productivity. There's 5 steps here that are translated from the 5 Japanese words for 5S, and they are sort, straighten, shine, standardize, and sustain. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because you can find some excellent videos online about 5S. But I want to share with you how we have taken 5S and applied it into an IT context. I spent one slide of my presentation on this, and I wanted to do a little deeper dive in this video. So I'm going to now show you our before state in our workspace that we were doing our 5S project on. So you can see that we had a lot of equipment here in our second floor data center printing space. So we have a recycle bin, a secure destruction bin, we had a table, actually 2 tables, we had a bunch of supplies positioned here. Then we had our multifunction device all the way down here, several steps to the end, 2 waste baskets, a empty recycled toner bin, as well as equipment behind these that can't be seen in this photograph. And so we noticed that there was a lot of equipment that wasn't really fully utilized and wasted in this space. And in addition, we found that workers that had to water the plants actually strained their backs because they had to reach over all the tables and move devices around to get to them. So we convened a team to say, let's try 5S in our IT environment and see how it can help us improve our own quality. So now I want to show you the after picture. So this is our new 5S area, our common print space on the second floor of the IT data center. And you can see it's quite a bit different. We have gone through those 5 steps. We sorted and removed quite a few items that were not necessary. There were a number of items that we hadn't used for a long time, like a telephone that had been disconnected, as well as some other equipment that was behind that couldn't be seen. So I want to make a few observations about this space. First of all, you may wonder what these yellow tags are here for. They're just here to protect any network information from getting out on the internet, so I just covered up that part of the information. Normally, those post-it notes aren't there, but the printer identification as well as other information is there to be seen. So a few observations. As we said earlier, we found that the workflow actually went from left to right in this space, and so we designed it to accommodate that workflow. So one of the things we discovered were workers would spend a lot of time in the old areas looking for paper when they didn't realize that the paper was stored underneath. So they would run around and waste their time as well as others saying, where's the paper? We can't find it. So we positioned all the paper supplies, in fact all the necessary tools and supplies, so they're easily seen and easily accessible. And so here we reduced the amount of paper reams down from about 30 to 6 because we really didn't need 30 reams of paper. It was a lot of inventory waste. Then we instituted what's called a Kanban system. And this is a Kanban card that when you get down to the last ream of paper, you simply take this sleeve off, put it in this multifunction device and scan it. It goes to an email where we get our 6 ream safety stock replenished whenever we need it. We also did a number of other things. Before, workers on the second floor had to walk 120 steps down to the first floor to be able to scan anything. So the team said, hey, we should be able to add that capability here, and sure enough we did. And so we had a number of people that were really excited that they no longer had to go to the first floor to scan documents. And I also had one person that complained because they ruined their exercise plan now that they didn't have to take those 120 steps several times a day down to the first floor. So we also positioned the output. The paper could be coming out here. If it needed to be discarded, it could go immediately to the wastebasket, or it could be stored temporarily in a bin. If there was blank sheets that came out, we also capture those to recycle those as well. And then this is our table for our post-printing operations, whether that's staples or a hole punch. And this was our first run at it, and we decided that we needed to implement everything so it was easily visible. And we also make sure that everything has a place and a place for everything. So once you remove this stapler, it's easily seen when the stapler is missing. And so we put everything together so we really made it visually organized and easily accessible. So we had a lot of good advantages here. We also moved the multifunction device from that corner down to here, and for most of the people in the data center that saved time and about 10 steps. They didn't have to walk all the way down there to retrieve their print. And then lastly, we noticed that the printer itself, for the longest time that anyone could remember, had about a 30-second delay from the time that you actually printed something to when it came out. And we found that the network jack had a malfunction, and we repaired it, and we eliminated that 30-second delay. So 5S is a very inexpensive way and can be used in an IT environment to really improve quality, reduce waste, and increase worker productivity. Thank you for watching this video. Again, this is a supplemental video that I have added for my conference session 406 if William Deming or Dr. Deming ran your support center. Thank you for watching.